I'm in shock, Graham. I think everybody's in shock right now. You know, you can sort of see the rumours come in on Twitter and in WhatsApp groups, and everyone's just praying that the rumours weren't true. But it looks like they are, unfortunately. And everybody in this building, we came in this morning, we had our plans for the day, and I'm not sure any of us are going to do much today, to be honest with you, because we're all completely and utterly heartbroken and thinking of Diogo Jota and his family and, you know, all those close to him, his friends, his teammates and everything. But, you know, I'm thinking of the Jurgen Klopp's quote really more than anything, and that is the most important of the least important things, when he was talking about football. And, you know, that quote, I think, suggests that in genuine times of hardship and crisis, the football world will come together. And you can see that now. I've had texts from Everton fans and Manchester United fans, and we've seen the outpouring of emotion. But I think, yeah, we're just all in shock.
Jota joined Liverpool in 2020. Talk to us about his impact for the side over the last 5 years, and obviously the high of the last season.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously when he came in, we had Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino and Mo Salah, and, you know, three fantastic forwards for Liverpool. Jota was brought in from Wolves, relatively modest fee by today's numbers even, of around £40 million, and was able to come in and score crucial goals. Probably, I think maybe his last goal was actually an Anfield winner against Everton Football Club, which set us up to be able to win that game at home against Tottenham, which brought home number 20. So, I mean, we followed him and his teammates all around the world. We've supported him. We've interviewed Diogo on this channel and stuff, and he was a genuine breath of fresh air to be around. Played the game the right way with a smile on his face. Loved football, loved Liverpool, loved the fans, and, you know, clearly I'm sure a good father and a family person as well. As you can see the joy on the faces of those recent photographs, and, you know, you just feel so sorry for the family, because, as I said before, you know, football is a sport of great passion, but when it comes to moments like these, you know, it's incredible to see the entire football family come together.
It is so notable looking through his Instagram feed. There are two things in Diogo's life. There was football and there was his family, and there are the images from the 1st of January, him and his wife with their 3 children, their 3 dogs, all dressed in matching outfits, the same for Christmas as well. And it is the tragic loss, not just for football, but for his 3 young children as well.
Yeah, as a father of 2 myself, you know, I you know, it sometimes comes to you late at night, doesn't it, that you don't want to be the first to go. You want to be the one to deal with that heartache yourself. Unfortunately, I'm sure Jota will have thought exactly the same way, but it's not gone like that for him. So I pray for his family. I pray for them to have the strength to get through this time. And I know that, you know, Liverpool fans and football fans in general will be thinking about them at all times. I'm sure something will be done to try and ease the pain of an incredible loss for those people. But, you know, they'll never walk alone, really, will they? And, you know, as I say, I feel so sorry for those young kids, because growing up without a father must be one of the hardest things in the world, and especially a father as good a person as Diogo Jota was.
You can hear the emotion, the impact in your voice there. Talk to us about Diogo's relationship with the fans at Liverpool, with the people that have those season tickets, that pack the stands, that back their side, not just during his time playing for the club, but for their entire lives. What's his connection been like?
It's funny with Liverpool sometimes, isn't it? Because, you know, we love people who show endeavour on the football field, who show that willingness to win. And you know, we're blessed to have players who play the right way in our eyes, but are also skillful enough to be able to make a real difference on the pitch. And you could see that difference, and you could see that connection between Jota and the fans on a weekly basis. You know, he'd always be there clapping the fans at the end of the game. You could see when he scored a goal, the joy and the emotion and not just of himself, but of his teammates for him, because, you know, not a completely regular starter due to unfortunate injuries and stuff, but a guy who I think put the team first, and in a game full of big egos and, you know, a lot of alpha males in men's football, certainly, to see somebody who puts the team first and is able to recognise their role in providing joy for fans. It was a joy to watch, and I'm absolutely gutted I'll never get to see him play again. He was someone that we'll always be very proud of as Liverpool fans, and as I say, he gave us some of the greatest moments of our supporting lives. You know, we waited 35 years to see us lift that Premier League trophy in front of fans, and Diogo was a bigger part of that as anybody, because he was a teammate.
You are going to, I'm sure, cover this tragic story with your colleagues on Redmen TV. What will you be saying? What will be the highlights from those 5 years, those games, those goals that you'll be bringing together?
A late winner in a 4-3 win over Spurs in 2023. He scored a hat-trick in Atalanta away from home in 2020 in a 5-0 win. A League Cup semi-final, he scored both goals against Arsenal. I mentioned the Everton winner last season at Anfield. And they'll be the things that we'll be thinking of, but it's not only, you know, us talking about Diogo today and hopefully doing it in the right way, but it's also being there to support other Liverpool fans and fans of any club if they want to watch, for them to share their special moments, and because everybody watches and takes in football in a different light and everybody reacts to situations in a different way. So if we can help one person get through it with a video that we make today, then I'll be immensely proud.
I'm sure you will, Chris. I'm very sure you will. And just looking at the stats for your side, in the Premier League alone, 123 appearances, 47 goals, 14 assists, a win ratio of 65%. You can just see the impact that he had, not just on you as individuals, but on the pitch and for the side and for the club.
Yeah, he'll be sorely missed as a football player and an impact player, of course, for Liverpool. But I'm sure, you know, I'll reach out to anybody who plays or coaches or works at Liverpool Football Club right now. I'm sure his impact off the pitch will be felt the most, and that's a measure of the man, isn't it? Because, as I said at the start of this, you know, football is the most important of the least important things, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of Liverpool fans, coaches, players, staff, whatever, in a tough way today. And, you know, we'll all be reflecting on the time that Diogo has been with us. And that will take some time to get over, I suppose, because he was such a good player for us.
And it's worth just taking a moment to reflect as well, also his national appearances and the fact that at 8 o'clock this evening in the Women's Euros, Spain and Portugal are set to play against each other, and the impact of the news of his death on those sides will be profound, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will do, yeah. And you know, I hope that UEFA do the right thing and maybe postpone the game in some way, or because there'll be, I'm sure, a lot of people in that Portuguese national side that won't be up to it today. And, you know, and again, I just hope that UEFA do the right thing. And you can see how big a news it is in Portugal, can't you? Obviously, I've been watching Sky News myself this morning, and you know, you can see all the words that people have said about Diogo. So I'm sure it'll be incredibly difficult for them, and I wouldn't like to see them be put through playing today of all days.
Chris, we really appreciate you sharing your time and your thoughts and memories with us. Chris Pajak from Redmen TV, good to have you with us, and all the best for the rest of the day as well.
Thanks, Gareth.